Hey everyone, welcome back. So we continue our prospect pool overviews today with the Calgary Flames. So the Flames are an interesting team. Obviously, they're in that spot where, players don't want to be there. That's like the main thing with Calgary. There were guys that were saying, oh, we want out, such and such. But they have a good prospect pool that if that happens, if a lot of their guys leave, that might be better off for them and some of the younger players. But regardless, let's get into it here. We'll start off with Matthew Coronado, who has been profiled as probably the best Flames prospect in the pool right now. He's a right wing / left wing from Huntington, USA. He's 5'10", 183 pounds. He was the NCAA ECAC champ in 21-22, which is one of the lower leagues, not involving the Frozen Four. He was also United States Hockey League champ in 2021, so he has plenty of hardware to show early on in his junior career. Drafted 13th overall in 2021 by Calgary, and he's looking like he will be a steal at that draft selection. This past year with Hartford, he played 34 games, had 20 goals, 16 assists for 36 points. I love Coronado. He's one of my favorite guys out there right now. He has a little bit of a lower size, but he's NHL ready. And honestly, after this coming year, when we do this next season, he shouldn't be on the list for the prospects because he has amazing skill, a great shot, great playmaking. Unless if an injury happens, he should not be on this list next year, and instead he should be a really solid rookie candidate for the Calder Trophy. Maybe not a huge one, but still will be a very solid player in the near future. It just may take a little bit, but he is NHL ready right now. And it's going to be a perfect left wing / right wing. Next up then you have Samuel Hanzik, a guy who they drafted this past year. Center / left wing from Trenčín, Slovakia, 6'4", 194 pounds. So he's a little bit taller than a lot of the other guys we talk about on this list. Drafted 16th overall in 2023. And it was looked at as a little bit of a stretch. People found it weird that they selected Hanzik that high. But he may be another pretty solid steal in a couple of years. But obviously, time will tell. In 43 games played this past year with the Vancouver Giants in the WHL, he had 23 goals, 33 assists for 56 points. I think he, again, great versatility. He's big. He's skilled. You don't get that a ton with bigger players. He has a lot for his size that he brings to the table. So definitely a good guy to have there, for sure. And he can play both center and left wing. So we could see him centering a Coronado line eventually. It's very possible it can happen. Now another center they have in that pool. Another center they have that is worth mentioning is Connor Zary. Zary is a center from Saskatoon, Canada, 6 foot, 185 pounds. He's been in the system for a little bit. I've been talking about him in many different videos. It is expected he should play in the NHL this coming year, or at least get some time in the NHL this coming season. It's hopefully what's going to happen. Drafted 24th overall in 2020, so he's been in the system for almost 4 years now. Definitely a guy that, it's taking a longer time to develop, but the development might be worth the wait when you look at Zary. In 72 games played this past year with the Wranglers, the AHL affiliate for Calgary, he had 21 goals, 37 assists for 58 points. Great numbers there for a younger player. Great skater, good pace, and it goes to show that, you may see Michael Backlund and other centers leave the core following this season or in the years to come, and Zary may get a chance way earlier than we think to really prove himself as an NHLer. But yeah, he should be playing in the NHL this year in probably a third or fourth line role. If not, then he'll probably play at some point. I would imagine they're going to play him this season. They want to give him some NHL time. Maybe not a ton, but they should be giving him some time. Hopefully there. But yeah, your forward core for Calgary, I think it's pretty good right now, prospects-wise. Defense is a little weaker, but it's still really not that bad when you look at it. You have Etienne Morin, I'm just going to say it that way. Defensive from Valleyfield, Canada, 6 foot, 183 pounds. Morin, definitely one of the easily forgotten about prospects, but still really solid offensively and defensively. Can play like both ways, I've seen with some of his game. Drafted 48th overall in 2023, so he was just drafted this past year. He's going to need some time. He's a ways away from even thinking about making the NHL, but still, a notable player. 67 games played this past year with the Moncton Wildcats of the Q. He had 21 goals, 51 assists for 72 points. Listed as playing with a snarl and has great puck movement. So definitely, he's a guy who can play aggressively, which I think that's what that means. But yeah, a guy who can play aggressively, moves the puck well as a defender, and he's the average NHL height, so he's not going to have any up on anybody height wise and make hits, but still can be a solid offensively probably minded defender in a few more years to come. Next up, then you have Jeremy Poirier. He's been in the system for a while as well. Defenseman from Valleyfield, Canada, ironically. So him and Morin are from the same place. 6'1", 190 pounds. He was a QGC champ in 17-18, which I believe is a Quebec junior league. I don't know. It's like not major junior. It's another junior league, if I'm correct. But yeah, he's looking like he will be a solid guy. He's taken some time to develop. But I think he's getting there as a really solid all-around two-way defender. Drafted 72nd overall in 2020, and in 69 games played this past year with the Wranglers, he had 9 goals, 32 assists for 41 points. Solid numbers there as a defender. He craves offense, is what I've heard from some articles, and he has a great all-around game, so he can play on both ends of the ice, which is a guy you would love to have on your roster. And again, it's taken him a little bit to get there. He should play in the NHL this coming year, at least a little bit. Maybe not a lot, but a little bit. And just keep the developmental path going. See how he does when he plays up, and we'll go from there, of course. But yeah, Poirier, I like him a lot as a really solid defensive prospect. Finally, we have Dustin Wolf. And Wolf has been profiled as probably the best goalie prospect in the NHL right now. You could argue Devin Levi's a better one, but he's definitely one of the best goalie prospects. From Gilroy, USA, 6 foot, 174 pounds. Won the WJC 20 gold in 2021. And he's taken a little bit to get there. But with the problems that Calgary faced in net this past year with Vladar and Markstrom, Wolf came in, played one game, and looked very good. And I'm not going to say the one-game stats. I want to say his stats with the Wranglers because he really helped them out. In 55 games played this past year, he had 42, 10-2 record, a 2.09 goals against average, and a .932 save percentage. He has great potential to be a starting goalie. I honestly don't know if they're going to start him off the bat with that goalie spot. It doesn't sound like it. It sounds like they're going to go with some kind of tandem with either Vladar and him or Markstrom and him, or they're just going to wait another year. Which is very valid, but Wolf should look like to be a really good goalie in the future. Maybe not a starter just yet, but he definitely has potential to be one. I know Calgary fans may think differently with that and say Wolf's going to be the starter, but we don't fully know that right now. We shall find out following the end of training camp. But yeah, I like Wolf a lot. Great goalie. And I like the pool a lot for Calgary. I think it's very underrated. A lot of guys here that you can easily forget, but are still very notable. Other prospects in the pool now go as follows. You got Tapi Roni, forward Adar Suniev, and then you got forward Lucas Siona as some other guys there that are worth mentioning. And that is your prospect pool overview for the Calgary Flames. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. Hit that subscribe button down below. We greatly appreciate it. We have 6 more prospect pool overviews, so we got a little bit to go, but we're still going to get them all done. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.